Toyota is going all in on the next big leap in electric vehicle technology: solid-state batteries. They're not just making a bet, they're pushing a 13.6 billion chip to the center of the table, aiming to shake up the EV world with game-changing specs: 745 miles of range, 10-minute charging, and batteries that are twice as durable while costing half as much. This isn't some far-fetched startup dream or a theoretical lab experiment. Toyota is making it a reality with plans to hit the road by 2027. To put that in perspective, 745 miles isn't just an upgrade, it's nearly double the range of today's top-performing EV, the Lucid Air. Imagine driving from New York to Chicago without needing to stop for a recharge. But the real game changer is a 50% reduction in battery costs. Since batteries make up about 30% of an EV's price tag, this isn't just a step forward. It's a potential knockout punch for competitors still relying on traditional lithium-ion technology. Now, if this sounds too good to be true, you're not alone in thinking that. The EV market is full of flashy promises that never materialized. But this isn't just any company making bold claims. It's Toyota, the same brand that revolutionized hybrids with the Prius. When they move, the entire auto industry feels the shockwaves. So what's behind this breakthrough? The answer is in the name: solid-state batteries. Unlike today's lithium-ion packs that use liquid electrolytes, essentially forcing ions to slog through a thick soup, solid-state batteries swap that liquid for a solid material. The result is faster ion movement, greater energy density, and vastly improved safety, meaning no more terrifying battery fires. Now let's geek out for a second. Toyota is likely using sulfide-based solid electrolytes, such as lithium germanium phosphorus sulfide or lithium sulfide. No need to memorize those names. What matters is that these materials allow ions to zip through the battery at speeds exponentially faster than their liquid-based counterparts. It's the kind of breakthrough that could turn the entire EV market on its head. On the cathode side, expect a high nickel composition, possibly NCM 811, 80% nickel, 10% cobalt, 10% manganese, or even 90% nickel. This allows for greater energy density. The anode is likely lithium metal, offering theoretical capacities up to 10 times higher than conventional graphite anodes. One of the biggest hurdles Toyota has reportedly overcome is dendrite formation, tiny, needle-like structures that can grow from the anode and short-circuit the battery. Their solution likely involves precise control of the solid electrolyte interface, the SEI layer. The manufacturing process itself will be a radical departure from current methods. Instead of winding electrodes and separators into cylindrical or prismatic cells, we're looking at techniques more akin to semiconductor production. Think deposition of nanometer-thick layers in highly controlled environments. Less burrito, more layer cake. Now let's talk numbers. The global EV market is projected to hit 40 million annual sales by 2030, with a total market value approaching 1 trillion. If Toyota brings solid-state to market at scale, they could capture a massive slice of that pie. Even a 10% market share would mean 4 million vehicles more than Toyota's entire global sales in 2021. But solid-state isn't just about cars. This tech could revolutionize energy storage for renewables, consumer electronics, and even aerospace. We're talking about a total addressable market in the trillions. Toyota isn't just building a better car, they're potentially reshaping entire industries. Of course, challenges remain. Scaling up production of solid-state batteries is notoriously tricky. The materials are finicky, sensitive to moisture and oxygen. One wrong move and the whole thing collapses. But Toyota isn't backing down. They filed over 80 solid-state battery patents in the last 3 years alone. That's not just throwing darts at a board. That's a coordinated, all-out assault on the problem. They've also partnered with Japanese oil refiner Idemitsu Kosan to scale up production, focusing on sulfide solid electrolytes, potentially the key to mass manufacturing. Now let's talk market impact. If Toyota delivers, it could send shockwaves through the entire automotive industry. Tesla, long considered the EV leader, could see its technological edge evaporate overnight. Solid-state batteries promise longer lifespans, reducing waste and the need for frequent replacements. They're also potentially easier to recycle. Combined with the elimination of cobalt, this aligns perfectly with growing demands for sustainable technology. But Toyota isn't alone in this race. Volkswagen-backed QuantumScape and BMW-partnered Solid Power are also gunning for solid-state supremacy. The next few years will be critical. Toyota aims to begin rolling out these batteries in 2027 to 2028, with mass production ramping up towards 2030. QuantumScape, backed by Volkswagen and Bill Gates, is targeting 2024 to 2025 for initial production. Their stock has been on a wild ride, soaring over 130 in 2020 before crashing back down to under 10 in 2023. Samsung and Panasonic are also in the game. Samsung claims to have developed solid-state battery technology, though their commercialization timeline is unclear. Panasonic, Toyota's current battery partner, is targeting mass production by 2030. Let's not forget, Chinese giants like CATL and BYD are investing heavily in next-gen batteries. Toyota's advantage? Deep pockets, 55 billion in cash and equivalents as of 2023, decades of battery experience, and a vast patent portfolio. They're not just participating in the race, they're trying to own the track. If they can deliver, it could mark the beginning of the end for internal combustion engines and current EV battery technology alike. We might look back on this as the moment when electric vehicles truly came of age, surpassing their gas-guzzling ancestors in every meaningful metric. The stakes couldn't be higher. We're not just talking about the future of one company or even one industry. This is about the future of energy storage and transportation at large. It's about reshaping our cities, our power grids, and our relationship with energy. For investors, this presents both enormous opportunities and significant risks. Toyota, as a diversified automaker, offers a relatively safe way to bet on solid-state tech. Pure-play companies like QuantumScape offer higher potential returns, but with much greater risk. Their success or failure hinges entirely on the viability of their solid-state technology. In conclusion, Toyota's solid-state battery initiative isn't just another product development, it's a potential paradigm shift. The company that perfects this technology won't just dominate the automotive industry. They'll hold the keys to powering our entire world. Of course, here is an expanded and more detailed version of that conclusion, elaborating on the themes of competition, impact, and the transformative potential of this technology. The race is on, and it is a multi-front war being waged in corporate R&D labs, on factory floors, and in the strategic boardrooms of the world's largest industrial giants. The stakes are nothing short of astronomical, extending far beyond quarterly earnings reports and market share percentages. They represent control over the foundational technology that will power the next century of mobility and energy storage. In this high-stakes global gambit, Toyota has not merely entered the competition, they have forcefully seized the initiative, making a monumental $13.6 billion declaration of intent that has reverberated across the entire sector. By leveraging their unparalleled manufacturing expertise, a vast war chest of capital, and a relentless focus on incremental yet profound innovation, they have, for the moment, taken a definitive and formidable lead. So, buckle up, folks. The next few years are poised to be one hell of a ride, a period of unprecedented technological ferment and industrial upheaval. We will witness a breathtaking sprint from laboratory prototype to production-ready reality, a process fraught with immense technical challenges and potential setbacks. The headlines will swing between euphoric breakthroughs and sobering delays as the entire automotive and energy sectors watch, with bated breath, to see who can truly crack the code of scalable, affordable, and reliable solid-state technology. The EV revolution, which has already begun to reshape our automotive landscape, is about to shift from a steady current into an irresistible tidal wave. It is about to hit hyperdrive. And solid-state batteries are the unparalleled nitrous boost fueling this explosive acceleration. They are not merely an incremental improvement. They are the key that unlocks a new paradigm. This is the technology that finally addresses the core compromises of electric vehicles: range anxiety, charging time, cost, and safety. It promises to transform EVs from a compelling alternative into the unequivocal, superior choice for every consumer, everywhere. The implications cascade outward from the individual driver to the very fabric of our society. A drastic reduction in reliance on fragile charging networks, a monumental leap forward in the economics of renewable energy storage by enabling efficient grid-scale solutions, and a significant diminishment of the environmental and ethical concerns associated with current battery mineral mining. Welcome to the future. It's going to be complex, it's going to be disruptive, and it is undoubtedly going to be electrifying. We are standing at the precipice of a new era, looking out at a horizon lit not by the flame of internal combustion, but by the clean, potent, and limitless potential of the electron, finally mastered and harnessed to its full potential. The journey ahead will redefine entire industries, reshape global economies, and ultimately, alter our relationship with energy itself.